Well, hello, it's Saturday, not Wednesday, but here is Willie Hat's Wednesday Whip. Sorry I wasn't with you last week, but it was just so busy. Anyway, I hope you survived all the rain yesterday from Storm Claudia. It was a great day to sit inside and do some knitting or crocheting, and that's what I did. So I've got quite a bit to show you. Now, last weekend I was away in the Yorkshire Dales with some friends, and I thought I need to take a project with me. Now, most of the projects I have at the moment are quite they need a bit of thought, so I thought there's no point taking that up because while I'm busy chatting away I want something that I can do fairly easy. So I went into my whip drawer, which has a few things in it, and I have a few socks that are in need of a pair, or another one. So I found this lovely chap here, needed a partner to go with it. Now this is yarn, self-striking sock yarn from the Yarn Badger. She's based up in Cumbria, I think, but she does some wonderful sock yarn, lovely, really nice self-striping, which is quite an art or technique. And she has a superwash sock yarn and also a merino one, this is merino. It's really nice and soft and yummy. It has nylon in to keep it strengthened. So here we go. So that's one sock that I needed to do. So I took along my needles and I've done quite well. So I did the leg and I'm on the foot now. So I should have a completed pair very shortly. And because I've done socks, it's a very simple pattern. The great thing about stripy sock yarn is that it makes it look really good and complicated, but it's not. So it's quite simple. So I did some talking and knitting, and that was great. So I shall finish those soon and have a lovely, nice, soft pair of socks. And there we are. I think the colourway is called Fallen Leaves. You can find it online, and she has some really nice stuff. So she sells that, and also with the kit, she sells a contrasting yarn to do the heels and the cuffs. There you are, heels and cuffs. So that was one of my projects, an easier one for me. And it's always good to have, I think, a range of projects on the go depending on how you feel. Because sometimes you don't feel like doing something complicated, you just feel like doing something simple. But sometimes you like to have a go at challenge yourself and learn something new. Anyway, so the other thing which I showed you last week was a bit of crochet whip. And I saw this, here we go. I should have these prepared earlier. Here we go, there we go. Oh, nearly there. So this is Inside Crochet. So this is edition number 183, issue number 3. And I saw that there. So I thought that was a bit closer. I thought that was quite nice. They're granny squares, used very effectively, stars and things. So my cousin's daughter has just had a baby, and I thought, well, that would be nice to make a blanket out of that. So I've now nearly finished the blanket, the said blanket. Here we go. So it's 6 rows, 7 columns, or the other way around, alternating sun and moon. And I have got all the moons the right way. I was a bit worried that I'd get one the wrong way around, but I concentrated hard when I was saying it up. So there we go. So I've done that. I got the wool. So the wool is Wendy Supreme knit double knit, and I got that from a new yarn shop in Chester called the Yarnery, which is near Brook Street Car Park. And it was quite nice. And the white, I don't know whether you can see, it's got a little bit of sparkle in it. It's always nice to have a little bit of sparkle. And then I've just done a border of the colours going up to white as well. So I've got a few ends to sew in. Yeah, a few ends, and then block it, and then I can send it off to wrap up the new baby. So that's wonderful. So that's almost a project finished. So I'm going to have to think about what my next crochet project is going to be. So there we go. So that was a nice thing to do yesterday. I did quite a lot of that yesterday. So she says adjusting her jumper here. So what I'm wearing today is it's a jumper which was in the very first Rowan magazine in the 80s, which I bought when I was an impoverished student. And it's got some lovely patterns in. I've knitted quite a few there. Actually, this is the second time I've knitted this, because the first jumper I knitted, the moths got it, so it ended up with holes. And also I've grown a bit since then. But this is lovely. This is Moordale, which is not West Yorkshire Spinners, it's Rowan again. And it's British alpaca and blue-faced Leicester. and it's really nice and soft, and it's lovely for keeping warm on a day like this, knocking around the house and things like that. So one of my favourite pattern books, that one is. And I'm also wearing some hand knit socks. I don't know whether you can see those. There we go. So I'm fully equipped with all my crafts and things, and keeping nice and warm, which I hope you are too. So I think that's all for me now. I shall have something hopefully for you next week, perhaps a bit more progress on the V-necked vest I'm knitting, but we'll see. Have a wonderful week, and I will see you later. Bye.